After 4 years of division and a campaign like no other, Sky News is now ready to call the result of this US election. A record number of votes from a nation facing a stark choice. Now the race for the White House is at an end. America has decided and entrusted its future to one man. A moment of history. Sky News can now say that the next President of the United States is projected to be Joe Biden. So, Joe Biden, the Democratic candidate, is projected to be the winner of this US election after more than 3 days of counting. This projection is based on our election experts and the experts of our sister station, NBC, analysing the results. They are now convinced that Joe Biden has passed the point of no return. Donald Trump will not catch him in the Electoral College, and therefore Joe Biden, at the age of 78, former Vice President, former Senator for Delaware, is the next President of the United States, the 46th President. And we have reached this conclusion, the ability to announce the winner of this year's 2020 US presidential election based on results coming in from Pennsylvania. 20 electoral votes there. Joe Biden was on 253. If he gets those 20 votes, as we believe he has now secured, that takes him to 273, obviously over the limit. And there we have it, Pennsylvania. Joe Biden, 49.6% of the votes on the basis of those counted today. Donald Trump, 49.1%. And that margin is quite important because 0.5%, 0.5% or less is reckoned to be the point at which a recount would take place. Clearly, Joe Biden appears to be just above that gap. And, of course, it'll be interesting to see what the lawyers representing Donald Trump have to say at that count, at that press conference, which we saw them preparing for. But this is the moment, really. Normally, in an American presidential election, the losing candidate concedes at quite an early stage when they can read the runes of what's happening in the counts in the 50 states. Donald Trump, as we know, is not that sort of candidate. He refused to do that. Indeed, he's still claiming he won this election on legal votes. So it had to be done mathematically. And we now do believe that Joe Biden has secured the votes. So that means that Joe Biden and his running mate, Kamala Harris, will be going to the White House. Kamala Harris, of course, Senator from California, will be the first woman in female presidential office, executive office in the White House. She's also a woman of color with both an Indian and an African-American parentage. So a really pretty dramatic moment.